Our first guest tonight is an Emmy and Golden Globe winning comedian. You know from his work on Saturday Night Live, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Palm Springs, and as one-third of The Lonely Island. New episodes of his animated series, Digman, premiere Wednesday nights at 10:30 on Comedy Central. Please welcome back to the show our very good friend, Andy Samberg! Friend.
What a reaction!
This is a big deal. It has been a while since you've been here in person, and in fact, the last time you were here in person,
yes,
we were doing a cast show for Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the series finale of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Finale, that's right.
And the night before, we were supposed to have dinner, me, you, and Shoemaker. And I called you guys and I said, I can't go to dinner because Lexi just went into labor, and we had a baby girl that night. Now, there was a fear that I wouldn't be able to come and host the show the next day, but your whole cast had flown out. We knew we had to do the show. You were going to host the show.
Yes, I got a call from Shoemaker being like, hey, will you host the show tomorrow? I said, of course. Easy peasy. I was all excited. I got all this stuff prepped.
Oh, you prepped things for hosting the show?
Oh, yeah. I mean, truth be told, I've kind of had my eye on it for a while.
Like to take over?
Yeah, it was like kind of a hostile takeover I had planned. And then I was all, here's my moment, ready to seize.
Okay, gotcha. So what sort of planning had you put into this?
I had full segments planned out.
Oh, really? And you weren't going to use existing segments?
No. I was going to blow that all up.
Okay, I got you.
All new, brand new material.
Inspired by anything?
Nope.
Totally unique.
Yep, just original ideas that I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to share any?
I mean, yeah, it looks like you're not going to leave, so I guess I'll just burn them. Okay, here's a couple of ideas I had that I was going to try out.
Okay.
One of them was called Jokes Andy Can't Tell.
Okay. So now we do have a segment called Jokes Seth Can't Tell.
Yeah, but this is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this one?
So it would be like a series of jokes that I can't tell, but it's not because they're inappropriate.
Okay.
It's because they all contain words that I don't know how to pronounce.
Oh, so you have to like bail on them because you just can't do it.
It would be like, what's the deal with Worcestershire sauce? You know? And then like goofy jokes like, you know, what did one sea anemone say while it was eating the gyro?
You can't say gyro?
You say it!
All right. Hero.
Gyro.
Oh, well, there you go. So you can tell it.
Broke the fourth wall.
Any other ideas?
Oh, God, so many. So, I had another idea called Guess What I Ate.
Okay.
Where I take a bite of food and then a celebrity guest smells my breath and they guess what I ate.
I don't think people would like that.
No, they would liked it. And then I had another one called Should I Be Worried?
Okay,
and
what was that one?
I would invite a dermatologist on the show and show them all of my moles, and then after each one, be like, should I be worried?
And you think that would be something like people at home would enjoy?
Oh, it would have been on a T-shirt in no time. Yeah. What else? Oh, I had another one where famed cue card holder Wally and I just gently kissed for 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's like a time filler?
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry, are you saying you can't hear over the applause?
I couldn't hear over the applause,
okay,
yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Anyway, that was self-explanatory. And then I had another one called Punch or Hug.
Okay.
And I would just go through the audience and give each person the opportunity to either punch or hug me.
Okay.
And honestly, Seth, that one, it's like whatever they feel that they most need for their emotional health.
Okay.
You know, I'm just happy to be of service.
That's very modern. That's very,
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I also had a desk piece that I tested out in my mind.
Okay.
Called the Spit Roast.
Okay.
Where I just eviscerated newsworthy topics straight to their face.
So that's kind of similar to You Burnt, which is a segment we have.
What's that?
Well, that's my sketch. It's a sketch called You Burnt where we roast people. things.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds bad. But this idea was a good idea. Here, I'll show you. Take a look. Welcome to the barbecue pit, where we've got a bunch of suckling little piggies and one long spit to roast them on. First up, the Charmin Bears. Hey, Charmin Bears, I think you need to see a doctor. Nobody's supposed to spend that much time in the bathroom. IBS is a disease, not a personality. Also, I've never seen any of you wash your hands. You guys are gross. Yeah. If you knew how goddamn disgusting you sounded talking about all the time, you'd put a gun in your mouth and blow your brains out. Hey, Charmin Bears, time to take the apple out of your mouth because you spit roasted.
It sort of started with some details about the Charmin Bear, then it just got really went at him hard.
Yeah, well, I don't pull punches.
Also, that is totally the same thing as you burnt.
Yeah, again, I don't know what that is. You blurt? What words are you even saying? To me, it sounds like gibberish.
I shouldn't just move on. Do you have another?
It's funny you ask, because I do have one more. And I think we have time.
Okay, yeah. So you'd be very good at this job, because a lot of it is knowing whether or not there's time.
Knowing, oh, we got to go to commercial because they pay the bills.
Don't say that. If you take over,
peek
never
behind
say
the
that.
curtain. No big deal. That's free of cost. Okay, you know how you do a closer look?
I do, yeah.
The thing that you olds don't understand about my online generation is that we don't have the attention span for a 45-minute deep dive into triangular arbitrage or whatever.
Yeah. First of all, you're only 5 years younger than me.
Really? Man, you should moisturize more. So that's a harsh burn.
I got spit roasted.
You got spit roasted. Where's the camera? Spit roasted. Anyways, instead of a closer look, I would take a grosser look.
Okay.
Seth's nightmare-inducing hellspawn frisbee continues to maintain its identity as a dog when it's clearly some sort of rat foreskin hybrid. For more on this, it's time for a grosser look. This is a dog. This is not a dog. This is the worst greyhound since the bus. If this dog took a dump, I wouldn't know which was which and flush them both down the toilet. This has been a grosser look.